Welcome back to another video. I have been sort of MIA the past couple weeks, just been leveling up weapons in game, and I did not have any really creative ideas that got me hyped to make. So I don't even know if that makes sense, but yeah, that's why I haven't made any videos. But today I am super hyped. For one, all the support in the past month has been insane for all the videos, whether they're shorts or longer videos. I do really appreciate it, so thank you. Also, a small percentage of you who watch this video are actually subscribed, so make sure to sub and like the video to beat the YouTube algorithm. Alright, let's jump into the video. Vidoc Day. So many cool things have been shown in this video, and we are going to go through every single thing. Of course, if I happen to miss a couple, be sure to comment down below and let me know. Starting off at about 38 seconds into the Vidoc video, we see the witness sussly touching what I would assume is a traveler. Now the lore masters can confirm that down below, but this is frightening even when watching it, to know that the traveler will soon be dead after God knows like a goddamn long time, like 7-8 years. Moving on, about a couple minutes later at 2:53, Callus has gone through a whole transformation, fully diving headfirst into the witness's nuts.
Now, there's Callus, always been power hungry, in it for himself. He's now signed on as one of the witness's disciples.
We're seeing Callus go through a transformation and emerge as something new.
My semblance matches my inner beauty.
Odds are stacked against you. The witness has arrived. We got Callus. Everything's under attack. How do we deal with this?
To be fair though, he looks way cooler than before, and seeing him in full effect gives me chills. I always thought Callus was going to be like a first or second boss in the raid, but now after seeing this Vidoc, I do feel like he might be the final boss for the campaign or a boss somewhere in the campaign. You can let me know if I'm way off or if you feel the same way. After this, we enter the new strand territory and more information. We see at 4:08 that a Warlock Rift can spawn Threadlings, similar to when Stasis came out and you can use a Rift that freezes nearby enemies. We get a better look at the Hunter super for Strand, and I don't know how I missed this before, but my god, is the actual radius of the swing massive, as you can see. Seems like you don't even need to be close to Az in order to kill them with the super. You can comfortably kill them from a decent distance without getting or taking any damage. We get more footage of the Titan super, which is just smash, 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 so nothing we haven't already mastered for years. One cool thing I must say is the range heavy attack it has. More look at the Warlock Needlestorm super, which in my opinion looks the best, and I might become a Warlock main in Lightfall, not gonna lie. But in this footage, you can see how great it looks and how once you kill an ad, it'll spawn more Threadlings and track to more ads. We all know that the grapple will most likely be the most broken thing that comes out with Lightfall. The one thing I'm thinking of is grappling a well-skating Warlock, which I really hope will work. In this footage, we see the Hunter grappling onto a Cabal ship. I'd assume it's part of the story or a mission, but nevertheless, a very cool animation to be brought into Destiny. Later on at 5:55, we do get more talk on the grapple, but we see a Strand SMG in play. Now this could of course be because he just meleeed an enemy and that changed the element of his weapon to Strand, or it could very well be a Strand SMG. We get a lot of looks at Neomuna and his atmosphere and what Bungie is going for. I really like it, and these photos I would hope don't do it justice. Let me know what you think of all the aesthetic looks of Neomuna. Do you like it? What does it remind you of? And what would you add or change? At 7:32 in the Vidoc, we see another weapon addition to Lightfall, a heavy stasis waveframe GL. Did not see this coming, but I am stoked nevertheless, and really hoping with a 20% buff that it does some good damage, which I know it probably won't, but there's always hope I can hang on to. To talk more about Neomuna and the city we are in, and how beautiful it actually looks with the Puka Pond, which are the fishy ghosts that look really cool. On the opposite side of the city, however, is Callus's ship, which has landed. And this side of the city is practically a war zone, and is completely different than the cyberpunk-esque side from before. Going back to the grapple mechanics, at 8:26 we do see a grapple getting attached to a grenade and following its trajectory, which just furthers my hype for wanting to grapple onto everything and anything. We get some more info on the Striders, Rohan and Nimbus. They have said that Striders live for, what, 10 years only? Whether that's Earth years or Neptune years, I don't know. You can let me know in the comments below. We do see a mural, however, with all the past Striders' faces, and if I'm being honest, these two really look like Rohan and Nimbus, which could be foreshadowing the death, or I might be completely wrong and these are just past Striders that have died. You can let me know. Tormentors, the crazy Rulk lookalikes, which is odd because Rulk was the last of its kind, so something freaky is going on with them. They look spectacular and scary. While watching the gameplay, it seems as though if you allow them to get a hold of you, that you are basically dead. Given that on Legend campaign that might be the case, I might be overanalyzing it. It could leave you one shot or it could one shot you. We don't really know. At 1120, we see a pyramid looking thing that has landed on the EDZ, as there is a war going on there as well. It looks like the Europa pyramid where you get stasis from. In this scene, we also see that there is a sword on the back of the hunter, which looks like the crown splitter, but it has a stasis looking color to it. We move on to weapons and armor, and we immediately see a stasis bow. We get some info on the exotics. Warlocks get boots that on Tangled Destruction create new threadlings. You can either shoot it or throw it to create more threadlings that track. Hunters get a helmet that help you grapple. As you are soaring through the air, you get this ability called Woven Mail, which reduces incoming damage except for when you get headshotted. Titans get armor that work with the strand aspect they have that shoots strand in multiple directions upon the barricade cast. This will also incorporate Woven Mail. We get a look at the hipfire animation of the strand sidearm, which takes from the bow Tiku's divination hipfire animation, where you see the red boxes on certain targets and it tracks. This sidearm has that same animation. Moving on, we are getting a ton of new features which include build crafting and guardian ranks. Starting off with build crafting, we get a more in-depth look now than in the previous TWAPs. We see that you can save loadouts, you have a build management screen, and you are able to see your whole build on one screen, so you can see what mods or armor need to change in order to better fit your build. We also see elemental affinities have been removed, which have been told to us before. We see some sneak peeks of how the mod icons look and what they do. We see Font of Vigor, which gives bonus strength when you have an armor charge, melee kickstart, invigoration, better already, which we already know what they do. Stacks on Stacks, which is currently a void affinity in the game right now, and that has also been removed. And finally, we see Void Weapon Surge, which seems like it's the new Font of Might in Lightfall. You can see we get this for every affinity in the game: Void, Strand, Stasis, Solar, and Arc. Moving on to Guardian ranks, this is another aspect that is being added in Lightfall, which tells you what you should be doing to get better at the game and how to level up to max rank. We finished the Vidoc with, we get to spend time with the Witness in a way that we haven't yet, which I gotta say brings chills down my spine. We also get told that the final shape will be the end of the saga, but Destiny 2 is far from over, which we have heard consistently for the past few months. This is all for this breakdown. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and my take on it and the info I pulled out. If I missed anything, be sure to let me know down below. And once again, thanks for all the support and let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see surrounding Destiny. That's all for now. I'll see you later and peace.